Thailand's military chief has announced he is halting all agreements with Cambodia after Thai soldiers were injured in a landmine blast along the country's border. A peace deal was brokered between the two nations in Malaysia last month, but it's feared hostilities could now resume. Pravit Rojanaphruk is a senior reporter at Khaosod English and joins me now from Bangkok. Pravit, good to have you back on the program. Firstly, can you shed a bit more light about this incident on the Thai-Cambodia border? Can you tell us what happened?
Well, yesterday morning, two Thai soldiers stepped on a landmine, one, directly, and he, as a result, lost his lower leg, a leg. The other suffered some other injury. So now both sides have, made a different claims. The Thai side said by this morning, since yesterday, but basically by this morning, that they confirmed that the incident took place inside Thai territory and that they accused the Cambodian side of planting a new landmine, new as in nothing new should have been planted after the peace deal was signed several weeks ago in KL in Malaysia. But the Cambodian side has denied, saying that this probably was an old landmine, and that means they suggest that probably or possibly the Thai soldier ventured into the Cambodian side of the border. So we have two very conflicting story. And as we speak, the Thai military, and you have mentioned, have reserved the right to retaliate. So we are, the worst case scenario is that there could be a launch of attack in the coming hours, if not by tomorrow. I'm just crossing the fingers.
Yes, exactly. And will we ever know, with these landmines, whether they were new or old? Because one side or the other would be investigating quite differently. There are no independent investigators here. So will we ever know what was this really an old or new landmine?
Correct. Actually, both sides have what we call the ASEAN Observation Team, AOT, both in Thailand and Cambodia. So they are representative from different countries of the member of the associations of Southeast Asian nations. I think the best way forward is to get this observer, the AOT, to the closest point of where it occurred. And let's see what the AOT from, both Thailand and Cambodia would say. This, I think no one is really pushing them yet, but I think that's imperative. And you're right, we may actually never know, particularly given that a long stretch of our 800 kilometers border are actually very blurry, and it's still, under dispute.
Yes, and given what the Thai military has said, saying that it reserves the right to respond militarily, are we now going to see again a rebuilding up of troops along the Thai-Cambodia border on both sides? In other words, in complete contravention of that truce that was signed in Malaysia?
That's a possibility, but as we speak, there has yet been any report that a major or any significant redeployment of troops next to the border is taking place. I think we really hope it's not going to take place. We just heard that the ASEAN chair and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim is going to send his emissary, I think the chief of staff of the armed forces, to try to talk to both sides. And that probably may happen tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to be a phone call or anything, but we have heard that there is a signal sent from Kuala Lumpur that they hope to salvage the peace deal. But as it is suspended, and the Thai Air Forces has actually staged a drill yesterday. So they have dispatched some plane into the sky just to show that they're ready to attack if they have to, in order to defend what they claim to be the national sovereignty sovereign integrity of the Thai side of the country.
Yeah, so might this, you think, draw back the US President Donald Trump, because he was claiming quite a lot of credit in Malaysia for brokering the deal. Do you think the US might get involved again, or would Malaysia and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim take leadership in this instance?
I don't think we should rule out the United States sending a message in the next few hours or the next 24 hours. Certainly, President Trump would want to make sure that this is his accomplishment or achievement that would probably help him in a bid to win the Nobel Peace Prize next year. So certainly, Malaysia is already making a move. They don't want a wasted opportunity and effort, and I think everyone's on the same page. But I think the ultra nationalists on both sides of the countries who are more keen for a confrontation between the three countries.
Yes, and how do you think the new Thai Prime Minister might respond to this?
Well, he had traveled to the border area this afternoon, and he was asked how long would the suspension last, and he didn't give any definite answer, and that means it's being suspended currently, indefinitely, pending the situation on the ground, and he had already made it clear that the army or the military has the power to decide on what to do depending on the fluid situation on the ground.
Okay, we'll have to keep a really close watch as to what happens in the coming days and hours. Pravit Rojanaphruk, really appreciate your updates and analysis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.